Hopefully that fixes itself. But we'll see. Hello, Apple Pawn. How are you doing today? How is the world treating you? I'm just getting everything set up here. Hopefully we'll be up and running and not too long. Hopefully my internet decides to work well. Doing well, went on a walk. Oh, that's nice. Always a fan of the nice walks. I personally had work today, but it was not too bad, honestly. I do not hate my job. It was also very chill because it's like a Monday morning at a coffee shop. Like, what would you expect? Evening, Bobo. Morning energy surge. At least it feels like morning. Feels like evening never approaches these days. How are you doing? You know, I'm thinking about like maybe one day doing song requests for Monster Hunter. I think I'm hitting that point where that might just be something fun to do, you know? Like, I don't know. There was there's something that I like genuinely like it's a pain for YouTube, but outside of that, I think it would be nice to actually like have something. Slept for 12 hours straight and plan to hang out with a friend online. What about you? How is Bobo? Bobo is doing quite well today. I'm thinking of, you know, again, it's been a very chill morning. Chill time at the coffee shop, hung out there, chatted with people, like, you know, drank plenty of coffee. Feeling very caffeinated currently. Not like a crazy amount of caffeine that I'm shaking, but definitely like an alert amount of caffeine where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm here. But maybe that's just like the ramblings of a coffee addict, you know. Oh, you're on spring break. That's awesome. Super exciting. We just I think we just finished up our spring breaks where I'm at. We have 2 schools around here, and one was last week and the other one was the week before. Although it doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. I don't go to school anymore, so I don't have a spring break. I have just life. For better or for worse. All right, any guesses on the song? This one's actually just stupidly impossible, and I apologize for that. This isn't even the song I was planning on playing today, and that makes me sad. It's good. I already committed to it, but it's good. I feel like this is like one of those soundtracks that you'd have to like have played the game of, and then like been like, wow, that was awesome. It is not the Wii theme music, no. But yeah, you'd have to play the game and heard the soundtrack go, wow, that's awesome. And then like continued to like, you know, listen to the soundtrack for a very long time. Buddy Simulator 1989. It is not that. I have no idea what that is, but it is not that. The correct answer, Xenogears? Nope, not quite. It is called Monument Valley. It's the name of the game. I think it's a puzzle platformer type of game. But the music in it is fantastic. I actually haven't even played the game. I was in somebody else's Twitch earlier today, and oh my god, so loud, so fast. Is that crazy loud? That sounds crazy loud to me. Yeah, that's way better. Oh my god. All right, hub is going up. Played it a while back. Yeah. But somebody, I was watching a different streamer this morning, and they had that going on in the background, and it was so pleasant on the ears. I was like, wow. And then I found out, like, one of my favorite songs that I found in a playlist actually is from that game, which I was gonna play this morning, but I totally butchered it, so. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Apple Pawn is the first one here. You get to pick our first quest. I'm sure you are aware of this. And if you were not aware, then you are now aware. Who else is here? Bury off. Got somebody new here. I'm thinking let's warm up with some traditional style gun lance. That feels right. Everyone's here. Just got a new quest from a villager. Ooh, exciting. Oh, this is a great first quest. Sure, you know what? I'll register it. Why not? Buy some cold drinks, buy some hot drinks, buy another mega pickaxe because it's broken. Or I guess I broke it earlier, probably. There was something I had on my mind. What was it? I had so much fun playing Melee last night. I am actually shocked that I was enjoying Melee to quite that extent. And honestly, when I'm done streaming today, I will probably boot up more Melee. Because it was just, like, so much fun. Like, an obscene amount of fun for what it was. I booted up that game, and I'm like, I might play this for an hour, get kind of annoyed, and then just stop playing. And then 3 hours passed in, like, no time at all. It was so fast. Oh, man. But, yeah. I don't know. It makes me, like, kind of miss and appreciate Smash Brothers. Like, now I want to play, like, Smash Brothers with, like, actual people. But, like, not online. We don't do that online. It's so bad online. We don't play online Smash Brothers here. We play not online Smash Brothers here. The legendary artisan. Search of materials. You all keep the forge hot. What rank quest is this? Are we gonna just like totally like dumpster on the monster with our 2 great sword users? Getting the feeling that could happen. Also, don't trust me for a second that I know where I'm going. G4. Oh, okay. So it is G rank. Where is my charge blade? I don't know. Where did you see it last? Did you leave it in your car by chance? In Babotosh stream? No, that can't be right. I think I would know if I'd seen a charge blade or not. Oh, what? Backwards. Did I just walk right past him? Did he just show up in there? What's going on? What are you doing leaving your charge blade in my stream? You know it's not gonna, like, you know, nobody here uses charge blade. Just travel to that zone. I guess I must have, like, just missed him. It's so weird. Ooh, he walked into it. And then hit me. Am I sure? Have you had your grubby hands on my charge blade, maining it? I don't even know the meaning of the word. I couldn't even spell it. How do you spell Charge Blade? What is a main? You said it, not me. I'm pretty sure I just repeated exactly what you said in your message. Which is to say that you said it. Rip. Got him. What is main? A miserable pile of secrets. Indeed. You see all those weapons on the floor? I don't know a thing about any of them. Wait for the scream. We are good. Poke its head. Step away from the greatsword user. Don't blow them up. That'll make them sad. And angry, but mostly just sad. Did that hit? I don't think it did. You ran the Monster Hunter mission and they liked it and they loved the running the monsters. That's so cool. I'm glad that it worked out for you. I think I still owe you a Perry Carey script. Oh my god, I missed. But I'm so glad that you had a good time with that. Honestly, I miss D&D so much. Like, and I don't know if Pathfinder would be my jam, but I definitely miss D&D. You know. Which I know, everyone talks about how terrible D&D is, which I'm inclined to agree, but it is the system I'm familiar with. And also, like, obviously, D&D is just so much better with a good DM skill issue. Always has been. Oh my god. He just came running at me. What the hell? It scared the hell out of me. Pathfinder 2E better than 5E? Isn't Pathfinder just like D&D 3 something? This guy dies here. There's Gravios. Can't see him, but he's here. Let me through the monster. Thank you. There we go. Not bad. Ow. It's alright. This is where I get my carves. My free stuff. Ooh, a gem. Palazzo is trying to pull away from WOTC IPS. I have no idea what that is. 5e is complete garbage and Wakcho's greedy-ass company. Oh, is that the company that like helps produce stuff for 5e? I have heard not so great things. Wizards of the Coast. Thank you. That was the information I was looking for. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are there so many acronyms? What is up with Ruby and the acronyms? I have no idea what any of this means. Ooh, we got combos. You Charge Blade users and your acronyms. Everything is acronyms. Literally not true. Doesn't always have to be acronyms. Can't believe that hit me. How to scare Babo. I mean, those words do not scare me. I just don't understand them. But I'm not afraid of the unknown. At least not that unafraid of the unknown. I don't know what the USAE AED is. I know it do something. I know I probably do it. I had to fight Gravios. I hated it. Oh, but it's so cool. You just don't like Gravios because you don't understand him. Gravios just needs some love and affection. Are people down to sleep bomb? The answer would be no. How sad. I understand him. And wish he didn't exist. But he's so cool. He's like one of my like top 3 favorite monsters in the game. Look at how cool he is. Look at that laser. I'm getting dumpstered? No such thing. Don't even know the meaning of the word. See, perfectly okay. Easy, easy monster. Easy fight, easy monster. We be chillin'. Got him. Overhead. Sleep. Oh yeah, I'm sleeping. Yeah, I'm not sleeping. Sleep is for the weak. Block. Heal. Standing in the lava. Dang, missed my overhead. Block. Overhead, swing down, sidestep. Go in. More explosions. Topple. See, how can you not love this monster? Someone's out here preparing the bomb. So exciting. Love to see the bomb. I wish I could go back to sleep, but it's daytime and 3 in the afternoon. But I'm so tired. Take a nap. Like, literally just take a 31-hour minute nap. Anywhere between 30 hours to 1 hour. Perfect napping time. Ah. Literally one of our teammates left to go fight Glavenus. Sounds about right for Monster Hunter. You know, everyone encounters that one dude who's just like, oh yeah, I can do whatever I want. And you know what? He didn't cart. So I think he can do a little bit of whatever he wants. He has earned that. I don't know. Right? He made that decision. If he like ran off to go fight Glavenus and just instantly died, I think I'd laugh. I'd be like, lol? Why? Who was it? Was it Barioth or Mal's? I get the feeling it was Mal's. Oh, that killed him. Sick. I'm gonna grab my shiny. Carve my my Gravios. You never know when you need Gravios parts. He's got some good armor, like especially if you want to do something with like block or anything like that. Good armor indeed. And honestly, his weapons aren't half bad. They all have defense on them, which is huge. Like the Gravios heavy bowgun, if you want a good Pierce heavy bowgun, make it. Do it. It's got Pierce level 2 and 3 crouching fire. And it gives you 30 defense as a gunner. That's huge. Why wouldn't you take that? Why wouldn't you want that? Ah. Baba, what are you talking about? Gravios being sick. What are you talking about? I totally hit a bomb there. Dang. I was ready to block that, but okay. He's gonna walk into that trap eventually. It's like right there. Or we just kill him outright right now. Plenty of damage there. Getting hit. That's okay, because we reload. Wait for him to do something. Who needs to block? Whoever needs absolute readiness when you can use any other special in the game? I don't get it. People seem to have an obsession with absolute readiness, and I just don't get it. Best theme? Glavenus has a pretty dang good theme. I don't know if it's the best. I think best theme still goes to, what's his nuts? We all know him. We all love him. We've talked about him a handful of times here on the stream. It's got that instrument in it that goes like, it's so good. No, it's not Ketsu. Ketsu has the most memeable. Oh, jeez. Okay. No, not Zenogre. He's one of like the drones. Wow, that's sad. You make me sad. We were so close to properly sleep bombing, but somebody had to run up and tap him. Also, welcome, Meet the Boy. How are you doing? Let me give you a quick shout out here while I'm carving. Oh wait, actually, let me or navigate the nonsense that is. Anybody who hasn't followed Meet the Boy, go give him a quick follow. Very cool guy. Definitely worth hanging out with. Working and lurking. That is a combo. That was what I was doing today in a couple of people's Discords. What you working on these days? And also, yeah, absolutely. Kidding me? You're a sick streamer. More people need to see you. As Babo would say, catch a watcha. That's it. No, that's not right. It's not catch a watcha. It's he bounces around on his tail. We're talking about that dude. And also, I don't say catch a watcha. I say catch a wampa. Catch a wampa. That's it. That's right. The Great Macau. Sorry, Great Mako. There we go. See, people know what I'm talking about. Sharpener and blunt. That's cool. It's the same difference. They're both wrong. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Great Mac Cow. Great Macau. Macau is sick. Especially if he's great. No, he is great. He's always great. He's a great Macau. What am I missing? Barrel bombs, cold drinks, herbs, all the things. I do believe it is now Barrioth's turn to post. Gravios is lodged in my head because of its MH4U intro. Oh, it's so cool. I love Gravios. He's sick. And maybe that's because I am a 4U believer. Like, that is the game that I'm just like, yes, 4U. But, like, also, you know. There. You know what? Speaking of Gravios. Gotta buy some things, like, I guess cold drinks and sleeps. Oh, never mind. I like the fact that it sets up a laser beam in its cutscene and you have to dodge it before it like fires out of a cutscene. Oh yeah, it's so cool. All right, what am I running, Ruby? I don't get to play heavy bowgun today. Dual blades. Whom stuff? Who has ever played dual blades in this game? Like, actually, makes no sense. Who would play dual blades? Seems like a silly weapon. Okay. I could just cheat. I could just play aerial dual blades. I hear those are free, and I've got a set now for them. I could play aerial dual blades and just cheat my way to victory. Be a wonderful time. No, I honestly, that's something I would love to do, is just like sit down and watch every they were aerial dual blades though, LMAO. I know, I'm being silly. Dual blades are pretty cool. But no, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I've been meaning to like go back and rewatch every single For You like monster cutscene, cause like honestly, if people have not seen the For You like cutscenes, they are sick. Bring back Monster Hunter For You monster cutscenes. They were the coolest thing on the planet. I don't even care if it was on the 3DS. Or not, was it 3DS? Yeah, the 3DS. It was sick. I want it back. Give it to me. I don't even know what... Okay, I'm playing Valor Dual Blades, I guess. Something like that. Nursilla is your favorite monster? Oh, yeah. Nursilla's great. People seem to have some sort of thing with Nursilla that they're just like, no, I don't fuck with Nursilla. And I'm like, why not? Is it because it's a spider? No, yeah, she's so cool. It's a spooter. All I can think of is Spooder Man. Ooh, internet. Uh-oh. Just trying to build up charge. Come on, let me connect. Love the armor, love the fight, love the weapons. Oh yeah, actually Nursilla was the first full set I ever made in terms of armor. I was like, you know, I'm gonna make all the same armor, and then that is how that was the set that taught me how abilities work in this game. Because up until that point, I had never used any kind of like proper abilities. It was like, oh wait, I can capture the monster now. Like, I'm so confused. Like, why is it telling me when the monster's capable? Like, you know, and then I looked at my skills and it was like, you have 4 skills. And I'm like, oh my God, this is sick. Never used proper abilities. What is proper abilities, you know? Ah, ouch. Hello, Horse Star. How are you doing? Woo! Ow. Doing okay? How am I? I'm doing quite well, you know. Playing some Monster Hunter, so, you know. Life could be better. No, I'm kidding. It's great. I'm playing Monster Hunter. Having a grand old time doing so, too. Even if it is with dual blades. Ah, no, Wolf's Maw did not quite connect. Don't kill me. I am so close to death. Death approaches. I'm out. Whew. I almost died by trailing behind someone right there. Dual blades are such a weird weapon to me, though. I still can't fully wrap my head around them sometimes. That was so close. It really was. Inches from death. It's okay. All right. I'll actually sharpen my weapon for real. I'll stop relying on blade, hone, or dodge sheath, or whatever it's called. I'll actually sharpen my weapon. Hello, Lady Aurora. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll give you a quick shout out in a minute. Lady Aurora is also a Monster Hunter streamer. We're currently in talks of hopefully doing some Monster Hunter duo stuff sometime soonish. Doing a nice fun duo stream where we get to play together and hang out and do all that. At least it's been like mentioned in passing. We haven't actually like worked on a day yet, but that's mostly my fault because I haven't reached out. So everyone can blame me for that. Nice flash. Someone's got the combos. Ah. I'm trying to remember. Isn't there like, can't you like Valor dodge through stuff? Or like, you know, hit R through things with what dual blades? Am I crazy? Someone remind me like what dual blades' Valor state is other than the dodge. Because it's something else, right? Was that it? Did I do it just then? I get a little sharpen and then don't take the damage. I guess we'll never know. Ah, I get blown up. Who's throwing bombs on the floor like that? It makes no sense. Their bomb took an acorn. Oh, that's so sad. I don't know, I just want to keep pressing buttons. You GP and attack, restore sharpness, and then attack the monster. Okay. Now, do you perform a GP with dashing, or do you perform a GP by hitting R? Because I know R has this, like, bizarre charge thing. Time to find out. Yeah, that looked right. R. Oh, never mind. It was totally wrong. Gotcha. All right, let's try it out. Here we go. Are we ready? Cool. We did it. This is a cap. Might be a cap moment. We're doing a pretty good job here, though, I will say. Jump up that ledge. Give me the mount. No mount. That's okay. Look at a sharpen here. He's not leaving, or he is leaving the area. It means I get to sharpen. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've actually like played Valor Dual Blades properly. I've only ever played them. Well, I mean, I guess at one point I knew how to use them, and I have at one point forgotten how to use them. I mean, obviously I had enough fun with it to keep a set around, so you know, that must say something about it. Come on, give me that tail. Yeah, look at me go. I can't see anything. Apparently, neither can anyone else. Seen a lot of bombs being thrown around. Oh no, come on. You're staying right here, buddy. No, don't leave. Don't leave us. Hey, there we go. Eventually we got it down. I was like, I don't want to chase it anywhere. Just please die. I might actually start using flash bombs though as a means of keeping the monster from escaping. That actually is a pretty good strat. I like that. I don't know who keeps throwing around these mega barrel bombs. I get this strategy, okay? I see what they're doing. They place it down and then use it to Valor dodge. And it's interesting. Is it good? Eh. But it is interesting. I saw them pull it off once earlier. It was, yeah. How do they have so many of these? I invest in the legendary duels, 50% infinity, 1 slot, purple sharpness, and 290 attack. Too disruptive to teammates, but it's neat. I mean, I'm starting to recognize that they're doing it, so I'm just kind of avoiding them as like a whole. Usually that seems to do the trick. I'm of the mindset where if somebody is doing something disruptive, just avoid them. Unless they're using, you know, the airstrike heavy bowgun set, in which case, like, good luck. Like the plague. Just don't stand like, 6 feet. Give them 6 feet. Let them blow themselves up or whatever. Just don't be near them. I don't know why they're doing it near the head, though. That's the part that bothers me. Because bombs just kind of do whatever. Ooh, small crown. That's exciting. I must already have small crown Gravios. It was funny. The other day, somebody was like, what crowns do you have? And I'm like, I don't really know. I could have a ton of crowns. Where's it at? Where's my set at? Where do it do? There it was. I crave. Someone stop him from playing heavy bowgun. Ruby is too poor to make me play anything else. Oh, that was misspelled. Nah. I know, I don't think I will. Oh, Hori Star. What would you like for me to play? Harvest Prowler. Interesting. Extremely tempting to make you spend points to play heavy bowgun. Switch mode. I think that this is the correct one. Yeah, Gathering Prowler. All right. Apple Pun, it's your turn. Ooh, okay, interesting. This just got very interesting. This is a little spooky, I must say. We are professional. Aiming for 100K by the end of the year. It's entirely possible, too. Oh, I believe it. I'm going to throw this into the void, too, Energy Surge. I'm not saying that you should do this, but I will say that it is an option, which is I think you get, like, additional channel points. Like, you earn more channel points if you're subscribed. But, you know, again, I don't think you could probably make 100K without subscribing, honestly. So don't even worry about it. Somebody the other day was like, "Ooh, apparently you get like double channel points." I was like, "What? That sounds scary. That isn't gonna ruin my economy at all." I have to save for college funds. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not saying you should do it. I just didn't like. Somebody told me that the other day, and I was shocked. I was like, "What?" Good luck. We need it. Nah, we're gonna be fine. This is an easy quest for babies. I don't know why I'm taking items. Mini barrel Bombay is gonna be great. I think this is the cat that gets like 3 boomerangs, right? The Diva skill from X works on GU. The Diva skill. I don't know if it does. What is the Diva skill, if you don't mind me asking? This is the first time I've heard of it. But welcome, JM TFZ. Is that JM TFZ? Yeah, there we go. So many acronyms. Okay, JM. Cool. Cool. Diva is the fight go win extender. Ah, okay. This is the first time I've heard of it. I don't usually use a Prowler, so I know very little about this subclass of, you know, characters. I know a thing or two about Prowler just from a long time ago. It's called Dummy, but it's a scrapped skill. Huh. There we go. Somebody knows better than I. But welcome. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good one. Hope today is treating you well. Uh-oh. That's a... oh, get me out. Go back. These cats got removed from X these days. They got removed from X. Like, are we talking about Monster Hunter Double Cross? When we say X? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like hacked end skills and stuff like that. Personally, I like kind of playing vanilla Monster Hunter, but okay, XX is GU. That's what I thought. Well, I mean, yes it is, but it's also not. It is the Japanese version of the game. And I also know that it was out on it was on what's it called? The 3DS, which is interesting, instead of on the Switch, which there was I know people have been able to do like weird cross compatibility things with the two, but I don't think they are normally supposed to be able to be like interact with each other. Dodge 3 times and attack to reset your dodges, by the way. Gotcha. XX and GU are mostly the same except for event quests. Please don't kill me here. That is ridiculous. We're back. And L3 to run, I think. Interesting. XX and GU aren't supposed to communicate. I've heard of people making it work, though. You know, God, I'm already burned 2 acorns. Not too happy about that. There we go. Now we're getting to kind of play around. Can I please start charging boomerang throws? A lot of Japanese XX kids play on the GU server. This area has a bed. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. If you ever needed a farcaster. Or are you saying this is a cat player? Like I should, you know, find a way to get out of the room and then, you know, rest, essentially. Please don't kill me for this. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna not. I'm gonna choose not to. What is this skill issue I'm seeing on my screen? You're watching Babo attempt to play a Prowler, which is not something he's used to. That is what you were witnessing. That is the skill issue. Which, I mean, I'll be entirely honest, it is. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Woo! Farcaster is what you want to escape, but it requires 4 bars and a skill slot to use 3 meters. I see. Please don't hit me. I mean, I am genuine. Okay. It's a miracle I'm alive right now. That was a lot of stuff happening. Also, I'm so glad I saw Astralos there. That was... May you join in when a spot opens? Yeah, absolutely. I think one might open up after this. Please don't. I can't see anything. I need one of these monsters to disappear. Come on, Dread King. I believe in you. Which is to say, I don't believe in you. I believe you can head out. You're done here. You've done what you've set out to do. You've terrified me. You've made my life a little scary. You've technically knocked me out twice because 2 acorns are gone. You did your job. Stop screaming. I just want to think about one monster at a time right now. There we go. I was like, it's got to go down soon, right? Just trying to get into position so I don't get hit by something like that. Ooh, big damage. Plundering. Go. Awesome. Ooh, I should have moved. Oh, do I die for this? I do. I was a fool. Why would I do that? If you eat an acorn, as soon as you finish the animation, you can skip the belly pat by doing a dodge. This also applies to the anger animation. That is very good information to know. But you lose the invincibility, right? All right, I got my acorns back. I'm not happy, but I am. I'm not angry either. I'm neutral. We went neutral. Yeah, the iframes end as soon as you dodge. Okay. That's kind of what I figured. That was part of the reason why I'd been a little bit hesitant to do anything quite like that. Get my boomerangs back up to big size. Oh, I wanted to dodge in. I totally screwed it up. Woo. Which pallet kill weapon am I using? That's a great question. I don't know. It's probably something that's relatively decent. Here, we got a moment. I can check right now. I am currently using the Tsumugari X. It's a cutting weapon with dragon affinity. Prowler main confirmed? No. Absolutely not. Also from Okami. There we go. Yes. There we go. Someone's got the answer. If I don't have the answer, somebody I'm surely does. I hope Prowler gets back on Wilds. That would be awesome. I would be so down for that. Time for the slowest healing of all time. Main Charge Blade, secondary main Insect Glaive, third main Prowler. The Babotosh is real. I'm just a musical little elephant, okay? The dog is getting playable too. Nekotosh. Oh, that's pretty good. Like a cat. I am shocked we managed to screw up its dodge right there. Oh, God, do I die? Don't kill me. Please do anything but that. Dang, cat's knocking it out of the air. How did it miss? Oh, please. Soothing roll. Get me out. Stop. I was blocking and I did not understand what was happening. I keep forgetting that you can block with some of the Prowler weapons. And it throws me off every single time. No, not Baryon. Oh, somebody ate for insurance. That's awesome. Someone's the goat. There we go. Sonic costume from 4U / G or 4G would be great with the roll moves. Oh yeah, for sure. I completely agree. That'd be so cool. I wish it would play like the little like running around at the speed, like just for a second there. Every single time I would do it. That or play the Sonic R music. I'd be down for some Sonic R music. It did play the jumping sound. Oh yeah, I do remember that, and it was nightmarish to hear the jumping. Woo! Nope, I'm out. It did get very annoying very quickly. I remember hanging out in lobbies. People would like get their cats stuck behind the table, so it would just go whoop 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 whoop. I mean, the Mega Man one still does it in this game, so it's not like we're entirely freed from it. Woo! The knockdown into the flash. Damn, that's unfortunate. Get that piercing up. Like barely playing outside of this monster's range. It's insane. It's honestly a miracle that I'm able to do. Oh, I'm angry. Very angry. Wonderful. I'm out of here. Ow. Oh, okay. Yep. I was totally preparing. Hello. Nia, how are you doing today? How nice to have you here. I hope you're doing all right. I'm doing quite well. There we go. Throw some boomerangs. Don't get launched at. Another spin. Nope. My attack pattern is currently set to Raytheon, not Dread Queen. Different monster. Give me them big boomerangs. God, it's so hard to aim this weapon sometimes. Like, I hate aiming like that. Drives me crazy. What if I hit this monster with a plundering? Am I going to regret this decision? We're about to find out. Yeah! Plundering! There we go. Pick the item up. I will eventually. It's not going anywhere. I just dropped it. Last time I picked up the item, I died instantly. Now is a good time to go pick up the item. Where'd it go? There it is. Support. There's support, there's attack, there's like explosion, there's the demon form, which is something interesting, like Demon Cat or something. I'm not too familiar with that one at all. I've like only seen it a handful of times. There we go. Bomb Cat is the death dodge, you think? I was unaware that there was a cat with an adept dodge. Also, I got a Sur Spike off that shiny, which is sick. You're using Bomb right now. Okay, so maybe Bomb is the one that gets 3 boomerangs. Oh, never mind. Okay, no, you do get... Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought you were throwing 3, but I could just be wrong. Bombing prowlers are also boomerang focused, but you can only use 2 at a time. Gotcha. Only gather and a heal get boomerang. Fortunately, Bobo can't stay for long. Understandable. I mean, you know, stream is just one of those things. People can and come and go as they can. Oh, capture cat. Yeah, shit happens, you know. I totally get it. Again, sometimes I just, if my life was like ideal, I'd be able to stream every day of the week, but it's not. So I get to stream, I don't know, every once in a while. See, look at that. 2 free items. Everyone get 3 items? Forgot about the trapper. All right. I do believe it is Applepun's turn to post. Feel free to go over there and post, Applepun. We return. Also got 2 Raytheon mantles from that. Sick. Did my items help? Did you get cool items from me? If I pick up the item, does that apply to like everyone, or does everyone have to go ahead and pick up the shiny? Out of curiosity. I don't fully understand how the plundering works. No, they have to individually pick it up. Gotcha, gotcha. The steel moves generates a shiny for everyone. Yes, I do understand that, but everyone has to go pick it up. There we go. Yeah, that's the question I was asking. I got my answer. I love like watching chats where like the streamer asks a question to like 300 people and everyone immediately responds with like a slightly different answer. It's like the worst Wikipedia page on the planet. Ooh, Moxie. Don't mind if I do. Just everyone shouts out their opinion, yeah, with a chance of being wrong. Yeah, exactly. Some people like are so like insistent on being like, oh, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, for instance, this is like the most recent occurrence that I had, which was Tropic Hunter and like Frost Hunter, I think is the abilities. Basically, if you eat a cold drink or a hot drink, then with Tropic Hunter you get a boost, and with the cold drink you get a boost. And somebody was like, oh, that only applies if you're in the setting. And I'm like, that is not correct, actually. If you drink it and you're not in the setting, it gives you 10% more defense. If you drink it in the environment that is also applicable to it, then you get a 15% attack and defense boost. And it's pretty wild. Can I get the aerial heavy bowgun skills and charms needed for it? I want to make it, but I feel like my version is inferior. Yeah, absolutely. We can check it out after this. Hello, Lane. Yes. I mean, yeah, I know you need the set. I mostly just run aerial, destroyer, I think, Cap Guru, and then the 2 big ones that I run is aerial and what's the other one? It's aerial and something else. Like evasion, like jumping. Jesus, I forgot how much I hate this monster. Times. Also, I feel like I'm always fighting this monster when Lane and Joanna are here. I mean, last time it was Silverwind, but let's be honest, it's basically just Silverwind with less projectile. Ow! But how is Lane doing today? Please don't hit me. Cool, I can reload. Why am I using normal level 3 shots? I should be using normal level 2 shots. And they're both here. How cool is that? Oh my god, okay. I was like, how did it get behind me? I am so confused. I am so confuzzled. Doing all right. Allergies are terrible. 'Tis the season. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I got the thing I needed. Ow! Please don't kill me. Ah! Getting flashed. Can't see anything. Monster jumps. I'm like, I think I'm dead. I think I just died. Oh, that dude's totally walking into that. Hope you know that trap's gonna go to waste due to other monster being in the room. Shot at the ground. Gonna try and get allergy shots this year. I do not blame you. I hope that they work. I seem to recall you doing something similar in college. Ugh. Oh my god. Big, like, tiny monster with a massive tail. Carson got allergy shots. Allergies do suck. Like, mine aren't bad, but I can definitely tell that there's a difference in my body right now comparatively to, like, when winter was here. There we go. Get him. Yo, I'm sick. Had a tetanus scare recently and had to get my booster. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. That is very spooky. It wasn't bad. I remember it being fine. Booster was fine. I actually didn't have too many issues with my tetanus shot, but I do remember, like, terrorizing my brother by telling him how bad it was gonna be to get that shot. I was like, yeah, it's a needle this big, and he was like, actually, I think I made him cry. It was pretty. I was very. I felt so bad about it afterwards. A glass shattered out of nowhere while I was washing it. Dirty dishes and sink gashed my hand. It was terrifying. Ooh, yeah, that's not fun. 6 months ago. Where you going? Slowly building up meter for the other monsters. Woo! Good shot on that boomerang. I hate that moment when you don't yet know how bad it is. Oh, yeah. I only want to get a tetanus shot because I work with metal. That's either a little bit rusty or clean. I just want to be safe either way. Yeah, no. Exactly. That and that's like the big thing. It's like it doesn't like okay, I was gonna say it doesn't hurt to get a shot, but that's quite literally not at all true. It does hurt to get a shot, but it's better to get a shot and like deal with that pain than the possibility of tetanus. Or, you know, anything, honestly. Tetanus just comes from dirty stuff. Interesting. That is new information to me. Regardless, it's still a good shot to like get. There we go. That's the long ways I want to. Ow. Okay, just chill out right there. No, don't approach me. No, stay away. Why? Why would you? Okay, I guess I hit him technically both times, but still. Dirty glass is dangerous, for example. I believe that. Whenever you used to use rod steel, it occasionally drips into my skin and fuses a little bit of metal to your skin, so I have to dig it out. Yeah, no, that sounds awful. I think Drew was telling me about how they're doing they're doing a type of welding right now that involves like basically heating up rods of metal into the into a structure. I don't remember the exact type of welding technique it was though. It probably is sterile. That is true. If anything, like that hot is like being flecked onto your skin, you're probably still in the good, you know? If I had to guess. Because heat just sterilizes everything, you know? They always say it's like, oh yeah, if you want to make sure that your water doesn't have anything in it, boil it. Hello, Drake. How are you doing today? Right now you're watching me fail at Turret Simulator. Notably, boiling often does not denaturalize toxins. Okay. Well, good to know. Is it just not hot enough? Is that what the deal is there? Boiling kills pathogens, but not toxins. Ah. EP day, understandable. It is, in fact, a Monday afternoon. I feel like people always talk about like Sunday afternoons being like, ah, yes, the sleepy Sunday afternoon. And then it's like, no, actually, I always feel more tired on a Monday. But it's a different kind of tired. I don't think you can get over there that way. I hope I am proven wrong, but like, for example, if you have botulinum from improper canning, boiling will kill the microbes, but the botulinum toxin will remain. Ah, okay, yes, that makes sense. Every afternoon is sleepy if you're me. Understandable. I am one of the people who takes fat naps. You know, I'm like, yep, it is napping time. Oh, it's about the same route. You also don't have work, so you've been napping. Understandable. Afternoon. It is currently 5 o'clock where I'm at, so basically afternoon. That was cool. I was like, I think I think I'm just outside of the range for this to hit. Guess who was right? It was me. He nearly hit me, but I was in fact right. It's 10:10 p.m. Did I know that China uses all one time zone? I did not know that. I did learn the other day though that apparently the U.S. is the only country that actually abides by whatchamacallits. Daylight savings time. I have a friend that's currently in Costa Rica, and their time zone it changed while they were over there. Yeah. And so like it went from like, oh yeah, you're only an hour off to being 2 hours off because we lost an hour. They don't even use it like universally. Like Arizona doesn't have like daylight savings time. Some of them doesn't. Yes, that is correct. It's weird. It's like dependent on state and certain laws that they've passed over the years. Eventually, it's getting like out. It's getting kind of like out changed, I guess. But it's bizarre. I don't like it either. Daylight savings is a lot easier now that everyone has smartphones. Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that we're both like gaining and losing an hour every once in a while for. And I'm going to say no particular reason. I understand that there used to be a reason. I don't feel like it's nearly as valid as it used to be. I'm sorry, Mals. I'm shooting your bombs, but I'm quite literally just, hitting the monster. I'm gonna get hit. That's fine. Solid. Easy hunt. I think it'd make more sense for jobs to just seasonally shift their hours. Yeah, I would agree. But also, like, again, like, I think the original purpose, it was for the farmers, but it's like, I don't know. We don't necessarily need to run on a daylight schedule where it's like, oh yeah, you need later hours in the day, but so therefore it's like, yeah, it's weird. Me over here gathering stuff, at least trying to, not succeeding. If it was the farmers, they could just change the schedule instead of, whatever the farmers had to do. Yeah, exactly. Again, it's silly. I don't think it should be a thing. Daylight savings time is silly. I think we can leave it at that. I'm sure some people still benefit from it in a like bizarre, like really unique way, but the fact that the entire country does it, it's kind of wild. That was a crown. I don't know what the crown was for, but it was a crown. I'll join in this spot in like 30 minutes or so. I will let you know. Hori Star is already is first up though to jump in here. 2 crowns that hen. Laggy and small crown Narga. Nobody benefits from it. Exactly. If anything, it makes my life more confusing for the people who I hang out with overseas. You're in waiting as well? All right. Heard. Currently got 3 people in waiting. Hori Star first, Drake afterwards, Phase on after that. Just kick everyone out. There was a moment, it crossed my mind. I was like, I could just kick everyone. That would fix everything. What do I actually want to run? This seems like fun. This seems like fun. I like this set. It's a good set. I'll filter out then. I'm nearing my gaming limit for a while. It was fun playing. Thanks for hanging out with us, Apple Pond. It is always wonderful having you here. Hori Star, get in here. You're first up on the docket. If other people jump in, I'm gonna kick them. So just keep on trying with complete non-discretion. Actually, I love this monster. This monster though requires a very specific set, and since we're waiting on Hori Star anyway, it is a perfect opportunity for me to run it. Yay! Hori Star made it. That makes me happy. I was like, I hate having to kick people because we're waiting on other people to jump in here. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to show off this set anyway because somebody wanted to know what skills I'm running and things. Am I blind? I am, actually. It's sitting right there. How do you kick people off asking for a friend? Yes, wireless settings. I'll demonstrate here in a second. So if you go over here, you can hit wireless settings, kick players, and then you just select which Hori Star you want to kick from the lobby. And then Hori Star disappears. You can also blacklist people from your Switch, which I've had to do a couple of times. So if there's like a particular person who is like causing serious issues in lobbies and saying things, you can ban them from like finding your Switch. That is something. Yes, the set stats. Absolutely. Gets kicked. Fuck. Which I'm down to show people too. We can do that post stream or something. Yes, here is the set. The set for you. It runs Evade Extender, Ammo Saver, Part Breaker, Airborne, and Cap Guru. The important ones, in my opinion, are Evade Extender and airborne. Those are like the only two really essential skills. I love having ammo saver though, because it saves you so much. It is divided up like this. This is how it works. You get your screenshots, you get your clips. All right, cool. But yeah. So that's kind of the basic set. You can obviously play around it. I think I used to run like artillery, but apparently artillery does not affect crag shots or cluster shots. So don't bother with it. Ooh. So I'm curious as to what you were doing, Energy Surge, to try and make your set work, because I feel like other people's sets are very different from mine in many different ways. You know, I've had other people like design them pretty well. This is a cool monster. Oh, this monster's sick. It's one of the coolest monsters in the game, in my opinion. And then, yeah, basically you can fill up meters so stupidly fast, especially against large monsters like this. Because all of the bombs fall directly on top of it, right? And, like, I can build up meter in, like, with 3 well-placed shots, maybe even 2 well-placed shots, if I'm, like, if everything's going in my favor. Doing that just to reposition. Evasion 2, airborne, and some other skills. Yeah, evasion actually isn't all that necessary. Like, as you can see, I have evade extender, but evade +2, like, I totally dodged that, no problem. I did it there as well. I did get hit. I think I hit a button, though, so we'll chop it up to that. Let me out. All the bombs also land on your teammates. They can. They don't have to, but they can. Evasion 2 provides a lot of safety. I mean, yeah. You're probably right. But who needs safety? We're using explosions. Ooh, I saved all my shots there. Yeah, highly recommend Ammo Saver. It will save you so much, so many just things in general. And if you wanted to, if you can slot Mounting Master into it, also highly recommend. Because you are, in fact, landing a lot of potential, like, aerial shots. You know? You just got to make sure to recognize when you get a mount, because what this set likes to do is throw you out of range for a mount all the time. So, like, if the monster kind of does that weird topple over animation, you just got to immediately roll towards it. That's something you got to, like, try and recognize about it. But other than that, it's a neat set. The older games are more forgiving with dodging, in my experience. The newer ones make me need evasion up for them. I think it, like, varies, in my opinion. So, like, a lot of the newer games I've had issues with dodging, I agree. But, like, the amount of, like, you don't really use dodging in those games in the same way that you do in this game, you know? Like, in this game, it's all about, like, you can actually use the iframes to dodge stuff. In the other games, it's about, like, using your full-on mobility, not your iframes, to be able to, like, dodge stuff. Especially in Rise. That is, like, super true in Rise with the wire bug techniques and stuff like that. Woo, I'm dead. Oh, that's what that big explosion was. Yes, it is me. I am the explosion. One exploded right on me. I was so confused. It's all right. It happens. This is why we bring ancient potions. First death, and it's from heavy bowgun. What are you talking about? I carded earlier today, and it was as a cat. I immediately lost 2 acorns and died. Ruby out here gaslighting me. Making me believe it's not, like, I'm not maining heavy bowgun. Can't believe you. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, look, a shiny. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how good this set really is. Like, I don't know what the damage is. I've never tried to solo anything. Miles is French? Yes, they are. I have also noticed this, or at the very least, they've swapped all. They're speaking French. They could be Canadian. Or just another French-speaking country. Sorry to say this, but your son, but unfortunately you're being traded. What? Traded for what? Who would you trade me out for? Don't. Okay, good. I need to get out of here. I'm leaving. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. No, don't fuck it. No, don't kill me. Okay. Never mind. No more fuck it. We're healing for real. S plus gunner. Cluster Bombs is really good at knocking the little dude off this guy as well. Oh, I didn't get to demonstrate the weird mount thing. It's alright. Maybe I'll do it with aerial bow. It also has a habit of doing that. I'll just mash. We're all good here. Run away. Come on, let me out. Thank you. Die. I wanted him to slowly lumber this way so I could finish him off, but oh well. Nope, I'm out. I'm out. No! Thank you for the heal. I tried to escape using my dodge and mobility. I hope they bring Celtis back in Wilds. I hope they bring Celtis Queen back in any game. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. Saw that bomb. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't need to deal with it, so I'm not going to. Surprised I haven't broken the top of its head yet. Come on, break. I'm almost out of cluster shots. It's so sad. I've only got 2 more left. Oh, that was probably my fault. Time for cannonballs. Solid. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice cap. Nice cap. Also, it happens a lot if you get hit midair after doing a possible mount attack. It does. It does. Yes, this is true. Basically, again, if you're outside of range when the animation plays, you just don't like get to do it. I've quite the lag stream. Ah, rip. That do happen. But how are you doing today, Nimbus? Hopefully, hopefully pretty good. If you're out here saying Happy Monday, then I hope it is a happy Monday for you. Celtis' armor is just not my style, but it is nice. I don't know what it does, honestly. I don't think I've ever made it. What is it good at? Oh shit, is it Monday? Oh no, Lane. Did you have something you needed to do on this happy Monday? That's like the when I hear oh shit it's Monday, I hear like I just feel like it's always contracting before me. Okay. Okay. The funny part is sometimes you do get the mount attack off and then you are out of range and then you just do a rollback and it lets you mount and then possibly immediately kicks you off. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen. It's very bizarre. And then also, like, if the monster falls out of bounds, it, like, kicks you off or, like, something like that. It's super, like, I've been kicked off a monster in every possible way. That's not the set I wanted to run. Its armor's good for gun lance if memory serves correctly. That sounds like my style. Sounds up my way. My regards. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, Babo, the insect glaive main. No. Lies, slander. Who is spreading these things about me? Never mind. What would you like to see Drake the hero in Dale? Insect glaive striker. That sounds awful. I'll make it happen, but that sounds awful. Extract hunter. Yeah, I'm down for that. But this sounds funnier. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was looking at it. But you get to have fun with all the monster hunting arts you want. I will say, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Insect Glaive has some pretty cool looking hunting arts. I'm down with that. Funnier is better. Funnier is better. That's why the airstrike set exists. I was like, hey, I want to make a funny heavy bowgun, like aerial heavy bowgun set. And then I found that thing and I was like, really? Cluster shot? Crouching fire? We can mess with that. Even if it's weaker. I remember it being pretty good. I don't remember anything about it. Oh, hey. Let's see. Hori Star has eyes. I'm going to grab a map. That's going to make me happy. My brain's like, what do I do here? Don't drink the hot drink. Bug Bow is incredibly satisfying when it severs tails. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to try it. Again, I have no idea what it do. We're going to find out. Do I still get to jump in the air with this? I do. That's not bad. I'm okay with this. How do I send out the bug? I totally tried to jump there. Did I fuck up? Do I not get to use the bug? Okay, I do get to use the bug. Oh my god, what's the bug? That's the bug. Do you see him? He's flying around. He flew away. He comes towards me. This weapon is designed as like a staff and bug combo, so you can send out the bug, and it does bug things. It helps collect like pollen or essence or whatever you want to call it off the monster, which gives you buffs for your staff. It's a pretty cool weapon in theory. What's the deal with the mechanically with the bug? Yeah, so you use it to buff yourself and your party members. It also does a little bit of damage. You can remaneuver it if you'd like. It's got a bunch of interesting effects. It's like a whole mechanic in and of itself. It's very, very bizarre, and I am very lucky I'm alive right now. And I would like to remain alive. This is a life powder moment. It was a life powder moment. It has passed. It is very convoluted. Can I get that mount, please? That's my mount, right? No. I can't believe this has happened. It's funny though, the bug's inputs changed, but you can still send it back and forth. Like I'm very confused. Thank you. Got its arms. Get me out. Oh my god, that was terrifying. It's like I don't have a means of like traditional escape. I'm so used to having like just a free option when it comes to getting out of these kinds of situations. And now I don't have that. And I'm trying to figure out how to maneuver around without my usual means of just free escape. Please don't hit me with that. Can I get this mount, please? That I don't feel like I'm asking for much, given what set I'm using. Like, I feel like I should have mounted the monster already by now. The game seems to think otherwise. Ow. Oh my god, I can't believe I got hit there. Stop! Oh, I die here, I think. Alright, how long does it take to get this activated? Ooh, it took a second. I almost died for that. Oh my god, it's a miracle. Christmas miracle. That cut? No, it did not. Can I get a tail cut, please? Or not a tail cut. Can I just mount? When your whole set feels like it's dedicated to mounting a monster and you're not getting the mounts, it's like, what am I doing? Thank you. Oh, do not chuck me out of bounds. There's a weird shaped rock around here, and I am desperately afraid that you're gonna like spin in a circle and make me lose my edge. I missed 2 of them earlier. That's wild. Come back to me. No, come on. Get back over here. No, stop that. Just give me the extract. I'm walking away from that. I want nothing to do with that, please. Oh my god, I can't believe I got hit there. Give me that swarm ability. Yes. Now go for that tail cut. No tail cut. Go bug. Ow. Probably helped if I actually focused in on the monster. I did something. Great, they both left the area. This is so silly. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm gonna just pick one. Zack Attack. I have not seen that name in a while. It's funny. I'll see like people who I used to play Monster Hunter with just show up on my Switch like, hey. It's like, hey. I kind of remember you. Liking Striker. It's interesting. It's very different than the way I'm used to playing Insect Glaive. Woo! Woo! I thought that was me. I thought I died. Glavinus there is a banger. Oh. You have Zack Attack in your friends list too? Then they must play Monster Hunter. Did you get like the exact same notification as me? Somebody booted up YouTube. Theme not there, my bad. Doesn't consume as much stamina from jumping. Interesting. Oh, we lost Mal's. All right. Who was in next? I think it was Drake, right? Drake, get in here. It is your turn. Also, one redo on a failed quest. Mal's did leave, unfortunately. But it does mean that Drake gets to play with us. Drake, you hopping in? Oh, it was Mal's quest? Then it is your turn, Hurry Star. There we go. No, you. No. It is your turn. It's a bizarre weapon. I don't fully comprehend its intricacies, but I can appreciate that other people appreciate it. If that makes sense. It's not my style. This is when somebody is like, but it will be your style in about 20 minutes. Okay, gonna need to be a bit more mom order packages. All right, Faison, do you want to get in here? You were next in line. Cool. I was gonna say, it's like if people in chat are waiting for a spot, then I will keep them in. Did I kick them? Yeah, then I'll wait for them to show up. God, this tea is so good. I don't know what my deal is with green tea. I love it so much. There we go. That's Faison. I was like, that's a name I recognize. I think I might recognize Nikki too, but you know, it's been a while since we last humped. Where's my cup? I've got several cups around here. I've got this cup, which is being used for currently Q-tips. I've got this cup, which is the one I'm currently drinking out of. Love this cup. Skinny walled, small, perfect. I've got this cup, which is my emote. I've got this cup, which is my big cup. Love the big cup. Let's see. Do I have any other cups? Oh, I've got this cup too. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It's weird. I think it looks like this is actually made for like doing shots of vodka. I probably did Hori Star. Yay! Gib. What are you going to drink out of it? I'm drinking hot drink. Gib cup of tea. Correct answer. Cider. Cider would be great. Give me my Farcaster. It gives you dung bombs. Why would it give you dung bombs? I don't fully understand that for this quest. It's not like monsters leave the area. Immediate mount. It's too bad cider presses are a profoundly expensive piece of industrial machinery. Indeed, I agree. How nice it would be to just have my own cider. Can make your own mead, though, pretty cheap. Rajang and Ashos can pin. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot the other purpose of dung bombs, which was to get pinned monsters off of you. I just mash really hard 90% of the time. Because me spending, like, this much time, like, scrolling through my menu trying to find dung bombs only to realize I don't have them is almost as deadly as, just is like, almost as deadly. Carefully maneuvering my way around the monster. I hear you, but you cannot make your own mead for cheap because honey is so expensive. Okay, that's true. It's just, so I get, every once in a while, I'll take home like a nice 10-pound thing of honey. Jesus, because it's crystallized from the coffee shop. And then, you know, they can't use crystallized honey, I guess. And I will use that. You are correct that you do not need industrial equipment. Oh my god, that rules. It's pretty great. But it's been a while since I've gotten any honey, and I'm still missing like basic like equipment to make my own mead. Don't tell your workplace they can decrystallize the honey. Don't worry, I haven't. I'm more than aware of that fact. Higher. Don't get hit by that. I need more height. How long have they been open? The place I'm looking, as it's so unbusinesslike to just give that away. They've been open for at least like 8 or so years. Though they're hitting that weird point. So like they so for a while the coffee shop I worked at was like local and they were pretty cool apparently, and they did a lot of like community based stuff and like, you know, they were actually like a kind of cool small local business. And ever since I got hired, they've been moving away from the cool, like, you know, local business to now like the place that used to be the cool local business, but is now like doing things to save money because I don't know, it's about the money now. So yeah, it's changed a lot. And it's like very apparent to me who's working there, which makes it feel like it might be very apparent to the people who are, you know, going there for coffee or whatever. So it's been kind of bothering me. Local business is such a false promise. Yeah, I agree. As somebody who's mostly worked for local businesses, it's funny how like quickly places change their tune the second, like, you know, it's like, oh my god, we're not making as much money as we used to, and then they start making terrible decisions that is actually going to lose them money. Because, like, yeah, you realize that people came here for the community aspect of our store, right? Like, obviously, yeah, our coffee's good, but, like, also, there was this other thing that was very important to people, and now that's gone, so... Ooh, that was scary. Is this EX Red Helm? No, it is not. There's a Rajang in here. This is, I think, Red Helm G5. This armor set really just has no defense. It's very high risk, kind of mediocre reward. The reward for playing this set is that you can mount a monster like 3 to 4 times during the duration of a hunt. At some point, community becomes a liability because you'd rather have yuppies jog in and out and not take up a table. I mean, yeah. I mean, and that's understandable. I just meant like they did like more events, you know? Like they would have like people actually like show up. Like, you know, to like come out and like do things, like real things, like, you know. I do love a good no Wi-Fi cafe. Those are fun. No, I know. I know this set is bad. Although, actually, I think this set does, in fact, use the non-gunner helm. This is, like, pure Snow Baron, which is to say that I actually have... I opted to put higher defense on this. If on purpose or by accident, I don't recall, but this one does have the more defense out of the options for gunner, because you can use the other set to kind of bolster a little bit. You should play me gunner. I still remember the comment you made about me playing one of the Miis back in when we started playing Smash Ultimate Lane. Your comment was, I picked up Mii Sword Fighter. And you went, wow, you just had a giant box full of toys to play with, and you chose to play with the box. That is what you said when I picked up one of the Miis. Classic Lane indeed. It was like 74 characters, and it's like, and you chose to play with the box. What a quote. I love that quote. Give me a boost. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. You picked the create up a character instead of the gun. Oh! Don't kill me. I'm gonna just stay on the floor. I'm not getting up. I know what's gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me. Actually, no, actually, I think I burned my Moxie, so I think it would kill me. I think I carted once, didn't I? Did I cart once on this hunt? Or was that the last hunt? I don't remember anymore. Anytime I miss a dodge, it's like I am in such a bad position all of a sudden. No, I've got my stamina. Never mind. I have not carded yet. Damn, there goes your health. What the hell? Again, no defense. This set is... I'm playing what is technically called a gunner set, right? And so with gunner sets, the whole purpose of them is you have lower defense since you're normally given more range to play outside of the monster's range. But when you switch to aerial bow, you sacrifice that. So as a result... Why don't they just give you 3 Legend of Zelda hearts? Basically what I'm playing with. And I'm eating all of my food in order to stay alive. If, you know, we're going by Breath of the Wild standards. Jang looks, Marshmallow would kill you. Probably. But yeah, since I'm playing this style where I jump off the monster in order to get mounts and such, it changes the way I'm supposed to use it. And so I'm now playing up close and personal with a set that's normally like, with a weapon that's supposed to be played from a distance and is usually balanced by the low defense mechanic. You'd prefer Zelda with a more modern health system? It'd be interesting. Oh, is that a mount? Please let me mount it if it is. I don't think it was. It's dead. It would be interesting though. I mean, I feel like the way hearts, like the fact that you get like 200 billion hearts feels like a modern health system at that point, you know? Because, like, the more hearts you add, the more, like, interesting damage becomes in regards to, like, detailed damage. When I say a modern health system, I mean not just hit points. Oh, you mean like a, like a FPS style, like, hit system where it's, like, there's, like, blood splatter on the screen. You're not really sure how much health you got? Or are we referring to, like... Stay alert, guys. I'm thinking about it. Don't worry. I mean, I don't know about a bloody screen, but basically, yeah. It would be interesting, for sure. Ah, that's what's going on. It's my glasses. I'm like, wow, I've got like the worst headache coming on. I don't know what's going on. It's my glasses. They're sitting on my temples weird. So it's time to take them off. Like, you take damage, and instead of depleting a resource, it puts you in a disadvantageous state of sorts. That would be interesting. I like that idea. I always think of, like, Rust, for example, when I think about, like, I guess more modern health systems. Like, oh, you hurt your arm. You don't, like, do as much damage with your sword. Straight hit points are not very dynamic. Yeah, no, that makes sense. My reasoning is that 3 hit point Breath of the Wild is literally more fun to you. Woo. Like a system that doesn't have insta-death, but does have a feeling of constant danger. I thought for sure I was gonna die. By adding an A, you get hit, now you're in disadvantage kind of system. I would agree. It would definitely change the way risk-reward feels when it comes to, like, parrying and, like, quick dodging. Too, where it's like, oh, now there's like actual risk involved in me going for this dodge and like trying to time it versus, you know, not doing that. It does have a very fun defensive system. I agree. The way like countering works, honestly, I remember like when they announced that like Link from Breath of the Wild was going to be in Smash Ultimate, and I was like, "Oh, are they going to give him like the cool like weird dodge things? Like that'd be so bizarre on Link." You know? Which honestly, if Link was a DLC character, I could have seen that being the case. If Breath of the Wild Link was DLC, we would have had quick time or bullet time. I think that's the best way to put it. Bullet time on Link. You think the slow-mo dodge is actually kind of silly? I use a mod for Breath of the Wild that makes it more of a counter hit. I mean, I think that's what it's like designed to be. Oh, please don't kill me. That's right, I have Moxie. I'm sick. And maybe dead. Still. Okay, no, we're fine. You like the way it rewards timing? Yeah, no, I agree. I think like the flurry of blows is silly aesthetically, but I do think it should function basically the same, where you get like a strong counter hit for doing something. You know? I think it's clearly designed to make things accessible to relatively unskilled players, which is fine, but I think it should scale better with skill. I totally just walked into that while reading chat. I am miserable. Like, when you're better at it, it shouldn't waste so much time. It should actually be less rewarding. Pick my hunting style. What would you like to see me play, Hori Star? What style in particular? Also, you get one redo. So, time to play my main. Nerd sniped. Oh my god. Oh, I was like, oh, I get to play heavy bowgun. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's a meme. Going full serious. Insect glaive time? Hori Star, what am I playing for real, though? I need to know. You're giving me mixed signals here. Am I playing heavy bowgun? Your actual main. Okay. I was like, the people saying, oh, it's time to play your main. It has very little meaning to me. Oh, man. What would you like for my rant to be on? Hori Star actually wants to win. Monster Hunter pet peeve. Ooh, 1 second. There we go. Because you main Charge Blade. But yeah, so my Monster Hunter pet peeve, there's a few of them. I've been playing this game long enough to like develop quite a few. But if Defender and Moxie, I'm sick with it. Also, Drake, if you want to get in here, it is time. I don't think they spoke English, so they didn't understand what was going on. But yeah, so we can go with the small ones, right? There's the, you know, classic like throwing down bombs and blowing people up. There's playing like any kind of weapon that would blow you up. There's the like launching people up in the air with Round Force 3. There's like all of these are things. There's like the targeting of the head on a weapon that shouldn't be targeting head. But like, if we really want to talk about what my biggest Monster Hunter pet peeve is, it's like people freaking out about those things. Like, some people, like, literally are like, it's the end of the world if you run Round Force 3. It's like, it's the end of the world if you fail my sleep bomb. It's like, when people are just, like, actually blowing up because things aren't going exactly the way they need it to, that terrifies me. I play Round Force 3. I blow people up. These things happen, you know? 5 more minutes? All right. But like, yeah, it's like, you know, I feel like people need to be like understanding of like, yes, like obviously a lot of people aren't doing these things to troll you. They're just playing the game. And like these things happen. You know? Nobody feel free to go Ariel for free. No. This is I mean this is the set. This is the set I really run. Shit happens, live with it. I mean, kind of. Like, obviously, yes, you're allowed to feel frustrated, but, like, when people act like it's, like, if you don't swap out Round Force 3, I'm, like, leaving this lobby, or, like, people trash-talking you because they're just like, man, you're trash at this game. Why would you run that special? It's like, no, we're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. Yeah, exactly. Where it's easy to forget that we're all having fun hanging out on the computer. So, like, you know, there are plenty of things to be angry about in Monster Hunter, but I think the thing that is worth being most angry about is watching people like blow up at other people for like having fun. That is my Monster Hunter pet peeve. It's just like, yeah, it's a game. Let's have fun with it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good time. Try to have a good time. All right, Hori Star, let's send this. I don't think that experience. I experienced that, but I probably also won't until I reach a higher level. It happens very rarely, actually. Very rarely do I get a guy who's like angry, but I do get YouTube comments all the time. That's just like, why run Round Force 3? Like, people are just like, why do you run this special? I swear, every time I put out a Monster Hunter video with like Sword and Shield in it, that is like the first comment I get. It is actually hilarious to me. No, it can be fun to optimize things, but like you gotta like it's a cooperative monster hunting game, and you also like don't need to like, you know. I've seen people come in here with super optimal sets, and they're like, yeah, this is fun for me, and it's like, yeah, that's totally fun, but like don't make it not fun for everyone else who's not running optimal. You know. YouTube commentarists have their own motives for sure. Oh yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that they do. Man, these normal level 3 shots are not ricocheting anywhere. Can you ricochet, please? Can I get 2 hits? There we go. Just say, I don't think I got 2 hits once during that. We're just going to sit here and do this until the monster's ready to be tackled proper. Well, at this point, those people don't have to be in the lobby. I mean, that's true. And I have definitely kicked people for being an ass. Like, you know, yeah, if you're not having a good time, you don't have to play with me. It's as simple as that. I guarantee that there's somebody sitting in the lobby right now who would love to play Monster Hunter with me. And even if they don't, I'm going to have a good time all on my own. I'm gonna just... Oh my god, he nearly hit me with that. Oh, I pulled all the aggro because I did so much damage to him. Ow. If I play this game, what weapon do you think I'd like? I'd get so overwhelmed. Honestly, like, I think you would really love Sword and Shield. There's a very, like, open simplicity to it that, like, makes it easily approachable. It's one of those ceilings that have, like, a low skill floor and a high skill ceiling. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you want to. I feel like if you were to play this game, I think is the best. I think, yeah, I genuinely think you would like Sword and Shield lane. Hori Star seems to agree. Especially in this game. Like, in the future games, they make it even more simple, but this game actually still holds on to some of the depth, in my opinion. What about, like, Lance? Lance is very defensive, but, like... So, the thing with Lance, right, is it's very defensive, but, how do I phrase Lance? Lance is, like, the no mobility, like, total aggressive option. Like, perfectly defensive and aggressive at the same time. If that makes sense. Woo! Yeah, I'm just going to hang out here. Oh, okay. It is definitely pokey. Yeah. I feel like Lance is something that you could get into, like, after you understand the game a little bit more, but I wouldn't start it with it, if that makes sense. At least for you, Lane. I feel like a lot of people kind of tire of Lance pretty quickly. Like, here's the thing, right? If you were gonna play this game, I think you would love Sword and Shield, and then if you were to, like, you would eventually be like, I've played a lot of Sword and Shield. I want to try something else out, and then you would just like that's when the gameplay loop hits. Is when you find that first weapon that you kind of click with, and then you go, oh, this is really fun, and then you do that for a while, and then eventually you hit that point where it's like, there's like 13, 14, 15 other weapons in this game. I could try something else out, and then you start having fun learning everything. No, like, there are literally weapon combinations and styles that I haven't, like, touched in this game. At all. Like, I have zero experience with a lot of the alchemy weapons. I have little experience with a lot of the area weapons. And in fact, like, if you look at my guild card, there are weapons that I haven't played more than, like, 5 times in this game, you know? And it's not that I don't necessarily want to, but it's like, you know, I'm finding fun still playing the, like, some of the stuff that I've been using for a very long time. I still play heavy bowgun. I still play gun lance. I have a sword and shield set. I don't play it very often, but I used to. Like, I have well over 100 hunts with it. But then I've got, like, dual blades, and it's like I've barely used that for, like, 15 hunts, if that. It's wild. This game is just like, it supplies so much information for you. Or not information, but, like, there's just so much that you can do with it that, like, once you kind of get sucked into it. Dual blades I tried, but it wasn't working for me. Dual blades is not fun. Do not recommend dual blades. Dual blades is fun if you like to hit a lot of buttons, but, like, not really think, you know? I hate to say this, Lane, but you are a thinking person. Lol, blasphemy. Which is, again, why I recommend, like, you know, Sword and Shield is a great starting weapon, in my opinion. Because there are things to try out and learn. I mean, obviously, no, there are some big strategy dual blade users, but, like, the things that I think is, like, really cool about dual blades is optimizing the environment around you. Not necessarily what dual blades do on their own. I think what makes dual blades cool is what you as the player do with them. Somebody who's, like, able to do constant perfect dodges with dual blades, that's sick. People who are able to do, like, you know, perfect maneuverability around the map and, like, use the arena to their advantage, it's super cool. I think, like, you know, that is what makes, like, dual blade users awesome. But I mean, you can also totally just play dual blades in a, oh, I run forward, hit the X button until I don't think I can hit the X button, then I hit the A button instead, and then I, you know, go back and forth. And it's got some resource management with the demon gauge and all that stuff. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm not saying, like, dual blades is just, like, I personally don't find enjoyment out of it for some reason. But I do see why it is enjoyable. As somebody who used to main dual blades, Babo lies. I definitely don't think that they're your style of weapon, no, Lane. I'll say that. Yeah, that's way too slow. Babo isn't adventurous. Babo getting canceled again? Apparently. For my controversial take on dual blades. Again, this is all my take. This is my personal take on dual blades. That does not mean that other people can't have fun with them. These are reasons why I don't play dual blades. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I literally played dual blades earlier today, and I had a lot of fun using them. So I honestly, like, I need to probably go back and think about it for a little bit. Time to do this. Dual blades. All right, very well. We'll do some dual blades. In fact, I'll even let you pick my style, Lady Aurora. It's just that way you can force me into, like, the perfect dual blades experience. What style of dual blades would you like for me to use? Stop swinging. Just use Adept? Or you just use Adept? I wonder if I could build a full Silverwind set, like, immediately. And then run Adept style. I am so sorry if I shot somebody and then they got hit by the monster. There's a good chance that might have just happened there. I normally use, if I do pick dual blades, I usually use Valor, but... Yeah, you know, I can go over here and hit him with some long shots. Get far away from the monster. Is that far enough? I think it might be. Yeah. You don't remember what you used before? I feel like he's gonna run over here and target me for doing this. Never mind. He is dead. Striker dual blades, we. What is it? What was the phrase? Dual blades go burr. I always thought the go burr was such a good, like, Twitch phase. Blank go burr. Aerial dual blades is a must. Aerial dual blades, I mean, aesthetically is super fun. Funny how no one carts when we play our mains. I had a couple of close calls. Charge blade, not my main. Are you sure about that? That's what I'm saying. Nobody mains charge blade. It's like charge blade is the like pocket cloud of this game. You know how, like, in Smash 4, everyone was like, everybody's got a pocket cloud. Anybody can pull out cloud and play cloud. Like, that is what charge blade is in this game. Main hunting horn, lol. I actually have a pretty... I used to play hunting horn in 4U. People would compliment me on it. They were like, wow, you keep the buffs going and do damage. How do you do this? Charge blade is like my second main. Layton might like hunting horn. This is true. Check out your guild card. We can do that real quick. I'm sure I have it saved somewhere here. Guild cards, card list. There it is. Yeah, see? What's up with hunting horn? I'm really confused by the whole not a weapon part. It is a weapon. Think of it as like a giant like thing that you hit people with, right? But then it also doubles every time you swing it, it creates a note. Yes, you hit people with the horn. And then the horn plays like cues up a note, and then if you create the correct string of notes, you can play a melody that gives buffs to everyone who's you're hunting with. I think that is the best way to describe it. What am I playing? Dual blades? We'll run this set again. Why not? Also, I do believe it is because I did miss out on the opportunity to do cool stuff with this. What determines which note you play? Is there memorization involved? There doesn't have to be. You can like there can be a level of memorization, as much memorization as you want. I literally used to write melodies on a post-it note and put it at the bottom of my screen. But you can actually, if you open up your start menu, you can actually see all your melodies at once. And then all you have to do is like, oh, what's that melody again? You do that. and you can move while doing this. So it's like it doesn't even take up your mobility. Oh, it's Bastien's turn. Yeah, I can definitely show lane after this. Again, I used to play Hunting Horn quite a bit. But yeah, there's a bunch of melodies that you can like apply. Very, very like, you know, different. Yeah, depending on the situation, you can bring different horns that have a whole bunch of different buffs, things like that. My deal with Hunting Horn, right, is that in my opinion, it's a very simple weapon with a complicated gimmick. And then there are weapons that are complicated weapons with very simple gimmicks. Does Babo have my guild card? Probably. I tend to collect them. Drake is are you Matthew? I'm trying to remember. What's your name in game? There's mine. Yep, that's Caleb's. G3 Urgent at the moment. Very cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, so, like, yeah. 892 greatsword uses. And then just, like, no longsword, no bow. They've tried out one weapon probably at least once. Like, yeah, people have different ways of playing this game. Yes. I'm Matthew. Did I look at the right name? Yeah, I did. Just making sure. And then, like, obviously, like, you know, if you've seen my guild card, it's also pretty wacky. It's like, I've got over 1,000 heavy bowgun uses and, like, you know, almost 600 bow uses, but then I don't have, like, anything invested into dual blades. Like, this is probably, like, my 17th dual blade hunt, if I had to guess. Something silly. That's right. He spawns this way. I gave up on Charge Blade because my brain couldn't handle the combo for it. You know, that's what I used to say, and then my chat forced me to play it so many times, eventually I figured it out. Which is to say that I, like, literally, when I say I figured it out, I mean, I don't even know what happened. They just kind of shouted buttons at me until eventually, like, a handful of them seemed to stick properly. Ah. Oh my god, please. Classic. That's usually what happens when I play games. I don't really spend a lot of time studying for games, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, study for video games. I am not a studier, sadly. I wish I was. I genuinely wish I was. But I feel like I definitely play games a bit more from feel. And I figure out what works, and then I stick with it until I need to change. Yeah, so dual blades is like, yeah, you just hit buttons at the monster and do a ton of damage so far. The complicated part of this one is, you know, you develop this quick dash instead of having to build up a secondary meter to go into demon mode. And then you can use this quick dash to do a different move, which you can use to dodge through enemy projectiles and such. Or anything. Attacks, projectiles, whatever you want. Which I'm trying to demonstrate, but I'm not doing a great job of it, because, you know, obviously not a dual blades main. I failed. I study video games because I find it overwhelming to actually play them a lot of the time. It's like a compromise. That makes sense. I will say it's definitely like I used to struggle a lot with playing video games and being bad at them. Like, video games used to not be fun if I was bad at the game. And, like, as a result, you know, I find myself doing a lot of bizarre studying. There we go. That was an example of the dodge. Most of the time when I play Rain World, I just practice tech. Like games that I have a really tight loop. That's fair. That'd explain why you like things like roguelites and such, because I feel like roguelites tend to hold on to a pretty... They tend to have a pretty tight game loop. It's like kind of the nature of them. I did not get that dodge in. Keep that in mind. I'll see what my schedule stream is. Roguelike games are easier. I hate when I have to think too much. I do too. FTL is honestly too much for me a lot of the time. There's many situations where I get in this situation I totally don't handle, but then I just CBA. I feel like that's my issue with FTL too. Although I'm also in a learning place. Like, there's just so many things I don't know about in that game still. So I'll just save, exit, and then start a new run next time. Lol. That's generally what I do as well. If I left a run standing, I don't tend to finish it. I don't know. I like seeing things through to the end. You know, be it meals or anything. Meals, games, food. Like, I feel really weird leaving things off in an odd place. That's part of the reason why I like Monster Hunter like I do. Is like, I always get to like finish a hunt. I can do a hunt in like 20 minutes and then get to finish it. And it's always nice. The real fun of FTL is how viable every run is. That's true. I do feel that. Oh, I guess, are we capping it? I guess we could. Whoosh. Awesome. Good hunt. I'm finally done with the boxes. I'm free. Congratulations. Easy cap. Indeed. All right. I'm going to show off some hunting horn after this for Lane. And I'll play like the most basic hunting horn set I got, so I can give you like a real fundamental showing of it. I will say, at my heart, I love doing flashy, gimmicky things. I think it's fun, but like, there's something so fulfilling to me with playing the most basic and like, I don't know. I want to say proper, but that doesn't feel right. The most yeah, the every run hunting horn, like the bread and butter, the tried and true, the all of the phrases. And this set's really good at it. All right, Drake, get in here. It is your turn. I kind of, you know, I had a weird, sneaky feeling that they showed up to post their quest and dip. Just a weird, sneaky feeling. Also, congrats on the Sapphire. It's your spot, Drake. Feel free to take it. But yeah, so you'll notice that Hunting Horn has, I can show you real quick, these melodies available to it. So this Hunting Horn in particular, right, gives you a few things. Which is, it gives everyone defense boosts, gives everyone attacks boosts, gives everyone stamina negation, and then self-improvement is always, when you play it the first time, gives you like a basic walking speed increase, and then the other thing it does is make it so that your weapon doesn't bounce, which is great. So that's all the effects of this thing, and these are the melodies that I have to play. each note is associated with a certain swing. So in this case, X is going to give me a purple note, A will give me a blue note, and then hitting the two buttons together will give me an orange note. Also, I do believe it is Caleb's turn to post, so feel free to post phase on. But yeah, that's like the basic understanding of the weapon. We need more hunting horn in the hub. We don't need anything. But yeah, and then I'll show you it in practice as to what it looks like. I will say, like, honestly, the best way to play Monster Hunter is, like, hit me up in a Discord lane. We can open up a Discord and just, like, talk it through and play together. We had somebody in the previous open lobby that used Torn. It was nice. Yeah, it was. Because they just kept giving us buffs. And, like, certain weapons can become very broken with certain buffs. And no, we'll do fine. This weapon can handle pretty much anything. But yeah. So, like, for instance, dual blades drain stamina, bows use drain stamina, things like that. Hunting horn, if you have stamina negate, it's just like, yeah, they get to use this limited resource, you know, quote unquote limited resource for an unlimited amount of time. It's wild. Same thing with, like, you know, giving people, like, just straight attack buffs. The attack buff for a greatsword is, like, such a big improvement. And then, like, same thing with, like, earplugs, so that way they don't, like, flinch when the monster screams. It means that when the monster screams, it's just one free super attack, essentially. There's a hunting horn that increases affinity, which increases the chance to crit, which is great on weapons like dual blades and things like that. Why has evade distance that go? Because why not? It's hunting horn. Or is there something wrong with my set? I don't think I have an evade distance deco. I think I have a deco that does something else that happens to have kind of some evade distance on it. That's probably what's going on, if I had to guess. But yeah, and so in terms of, like, the memorization part, if you tap R here, you can just keep this melody list open, and that will tell you all your melodies. So you can just kind of flash that to yourself. And that's what I do when I play hunting horn. So that way I don't have to memorize everything. It's like the equivalent of just having, like, a post-it note next to me. And if you play it long enough, obviously you start to memorize things, but you never are obligated to. So yeah, that's my first melody. There it is. Swing, play, plays the melody. Now everyone gets 15% more defense. Swing. I'm actually going to hold off until, you know, play. Everyone has now a buffed amount of attack and defense, you know. And that's basically hunting horn in a nutshell. You swing, you get the melody onto the notes, you play that note, and then, yeah. Ooh, that was a mount. Was a mount. And it's just kind of about, like, picking your options when the monster gives them to you. Some monsters will let you, like, just wail on them for long periods of time. Other monsters might not. This is one of those monsters that might not. Ooh, please don't hit me with whatever that is. Good. Oh my god, the drop kick. Swing, play. There we go. And then what you can also do is open it up, and it will tell you what melodies are still in effect. So they're not permanent. So I can open that up and be like, oh, I've lost my defense boost. I've lost my attack boost. So reapplying melodies just resets the timer on those. Earplugs opportunity. Ooh. Immune to cold. That's quite nice, actually. Should probably give everyone another stamina negate. Nice. I framed the attack twice. That's awesome. This opportunity, I get to get out a free purple note. More attack. More power. It has gone up so high. What is a monster to do? Do that, I guess. Don't get drop kicked. Oh, that could kill me. People are missing attack boosts. Should probably give people attack boosts soon. Ouch. Dang. I was hoping to do a backswing there. See, you're fine. Just take the attack boosts. Stamina negation has come back. I feel like this is like the 4th or 5th time I've seen Hori Star stuck in ice. Am I crazy? There we go. Don't actually want to play over this melody. Oh! I'm getting drop kicked. I'm out of here. I'm healing. Ow. Wow, I just used my full heal and then immediately lost my full heal. I should actually properly heal. This is that's I don't know why I'm swinging when we're fighting EX Snow Baron. I feel like that's a miserable decision. Moss defense. Another swing and a hit. No! My melody! Oh, I'm sorry, Hurry Star. I'm definitely sending you flying. I swear it was an accident. Just keep moving very, very, very carefully. Man, Hunting Horn is definitely very... I forget, like, how slow it is in this game sometimes. Come on, come on. What a strange weapon. Indeed. It is. It is a very strange weapon. But again, like, each Hunting Horn is good for different kinds of scenarios. The reason why I brought this one is because the defense boost is actually super, super helpful in surviving hits from these really, really big and tough monsters, which this is one of the harder monsters in the game. I would say it took me a handful of attempts to beat this during the charity stream. I don't remember the exact number, but it was enough to not be one. Right now I'm kind of playing. It's like, as long as I don't get drop kicked, I'm probably going to be fine. But yeah. So that's the deal with Hunting Horn in a nutshell. This is at a very bare bones level. And there are other ways to play it too. Like if you play aerial style, you can like mount monsters more often. If you play striker, you can get another special, which oh my god, that killed me. I thought I had more than enough health. Which is okay in its own right. It's not my favorite, but it's all right. Let's see, what else is there that I can do? Guild style is what I'm using. This is the bare bones kind of version of it. You could play alchemy, and it would like give you access to like the alchemy barrel, which will give you like more items to play around with. Help you get like activate more specials, be more supportive. Yeah, there's a ton of different options. Hello, Joanna. How are you doing? There we go. Just got out of Dune. How was it? What did you think? Holy shit, that was bleak. Yeah. It's kind of how I felt afterwards, too. Dropped my keyboard trying to say hi. I was genuinely confused as to what that message was. Very good, extremely bleak. Life powder moment. Matthew got drop kicked. I should probably reapply stamina soon. Ooh, nice stun. Who did the score? Hans Zimmer. Movie would have been so bad if Hans Zimmer didn't pull out. Honestly, yeah, I agree. I think Hans Zimmer's really, really sold, like, made the movie what it is. Like, if the score was bad, the movie just would not be as good. Never punished. Absolutely not. Don't even know the meaning of the word punished. Hmm? What's interesting? I mean, I wouldn't have been that compelling. I'm not sure. I recognize how much the score did for the movie. Like, the emotional intensity was brought up significantly by the score. Hey, there we go. We got him. Of course I jinx it. It's all right. We got it done. I watch a lot of movies with minimal soundtracks. Otherwise, I would have just been like Paul yelling at people that he is the Messiah. That, you know, that is true. That is true. That is basically the entire, yeah. Also be careful for spoilers of, you know, movies. Stay braced for an EX, by the way. Perhaps on that scale, you needed a soundtrack. All right, we got enough time for one more hunt. Surprised I didn't die left with basic potions and my ancient potions. Jeez. But yeah. All right, one more hunt, and then we will call it there. We should definitely like watch more intimate movies, Lane, where the lack of the soundtrack is so effective. I'd be down for something like that. I miss watching movies. That's interesting. The rest of those are kind of whatever. Well, since Matthew hadn't had the chance to post yet, I'm skipping. All right, sounds good. Do you want to watch an incredibly sad gay Taiwanese movie? When? I never run out. An Anakin shot of Paul. Is that what it is? I guess there is something like that in the movie, isn't there? Blue eyes, not orange. I'll say this about Dune 2, okay? Which is to say, there was not enough desert power in it. And as a result, I would not recommend seeing it till they give us more desert power. Grimclaw's hunting horn is really nice for that hunt. Oh yeah, it is. Till we get more desert power, it's not worth going and seeing. I'm picturing the movie as Timothy Chalamet going, "You're turning Zendaya against me." It's really funny. Hunta Mitsune. We can do that. What are we running for our final hunt tonight? I think we try and get a G rank tail cut. Let's get a tail cut. I gotta say the other timing Liang was so much more fucked up. Basically what happened. The Void Piercer is back. We haven't gotten a G-Rank tail cut. The tail cut that everyone saw a few days ago, because everyone saw it obviously, was on a high rank monster. And everyone was trying to let me cut the tail. So it was like the worst combination of events. It was just like, wow, this is not impressive. So we're still going for that nice G-rank tail cut. I want to cut a monster on a G-rank tail. Not confident we'll do it. Chalamet is hella hot. is Chalamet is he who played what's his face? Should I leave tail alone or weaken it a bit? Do whatever you want. You know what? The point is that we just need to like have it land in an environment that is normal and natural and like actually like makes it happen. You know, I need this to be an authentic as moment. Paul. Okay. Yes. No, he is hot. No, we need to. Yeah, it just needs to happen in a way that's like, I don't know. Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't get the Timothy Chalamet thing. Doesn't do it for me. For me, it's his hair. I'm really jealous of his hair. And it's one of those situations where it's like, am I jealous of it because I want it, or am I jealous of it because I want it? You know? Uh-oh. Oh my god, I jumped over it. Ooh, nice hit. It's a nice face break there. Keep expecting him to scream, and he doesn't, and then I don't want to waste my shots on something. That's a hit. Mostly on Hori Star, but... You want to see Dune again? Is that a mount? Might be. We'll never know. There's a moment. Here it comes. Get ready. I'm a failure. Always have been. Keep in mind, this set also runs Destroyer, so it's not as if I'm not hitting it with like something that's supposed to like actually like I'm not trying. And you can see how much it takes to charge this damn thing. Like, I could get off several, and I mean several supernovas off. Like, I'd have at least 2 more supernovas by now, and I can't even get that off because... just blowing people up. It's so bad. I missed. Useless. Good luck. Sad. God damn it. No content button. We're about to end the stream, so I'm not gonna let you waste your points. We'll just have free content at the end. Sorry. That people are apologizing because of a bad special. You shouldn't be apologizing because of a bad special. It's bad. Sad. It is just naturally terrible. Don't apologize because I didn't get to do the thing. It's not gonna happen. It's bad. Where's a button where we can extend your stream? Oh, I'd never stop streaming then. I'd be so I'm like so burnt out and I need to use the bathroom so badly. But we are gonna go raid somebody. Let me see who's currently streaming right now. Someone's out here playing Monster Hunter 1. I don't see any GU streamers. I'm curious if we can find one. Find someone random to raid today. There we go. There's a couple of people still playing this game. Let's go raid one of the randos. But everyone who came out today, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for, joining me for this wonderful stream. It has been a pleasure as always, and I will hopefully see you guys again sometime soon. I'm going to be streaming Pikmin 4 tomorrow. Probably somewhere in the, I don't know. I get off of work at 3, so like 5 to 8 o'clock range. That's probably it. If anybody who is new here, feel free to join the Discord. Feel free to check out the YouTube. That's the newest video. I spent way too long trying to do an edit for that game, or for that video, so feel free to check it out, even if it is just for like the first 30 seconds. I don't, whatever. But yeah, until then, good night. Sleep well, enjoy your evenings, and say hello to Isha TV for me. Bye.
Riveting part of Generations. We were just fighting Cenatar, which I guess is probably as riveting. Hello from France. Oh no, I forget how to say hello in French. But hello.